Chapter 33 The Greatness of Udi. The Jamner Miracle. In the year 1904-1905, Nana Sahib Chandorkar was Mamlatdar at Jamner in the Khandesh district, which is more than 100 miles from Shirdi. His daughter Mainatai was pregnant and was due to deliver. Her case was very serious and she was suffering from labor pains for the last 2 or 3 days. Nana Sahib tried all remedies, but in vain. He then remembered Baba and invoked his aid. There in Shirdi, one Ram Girbua, whom Baba called Bapu Girbua, was leaving for his native place in Khandesh. Baba called him and told him to stop at Jamner on his way home and give the Udi and Arati to Nana Sahib. Ram Girbua said that he had only 2 rupees with him and this amount was barely sufficient for the railway fare up to Jalgaon, and it was not possible for him to go from Jalgaon to Jamner, a distance of about 30 miles. Baba assured him that he need not care as everything would be provided for. Then Baba asked Shama to write a well-known Arati composed by Madhav Adkar and a copy of it with Udi to Ram Girbua to be delivered to Nana Sahib. Then, relying on Baba's words, Ram Girbua left Shirdi and reached Jalgaon at about 2:45 a.m. He had only 2 annas left with him and he was in a plight. To his great relief, he heard somebody calling out, "Who's Bapu Girbua of Shirdi?" He went to him and told him that he was Bapu Girbua. Then the person professing to be sent by Nana Sahib took him to an excellent tonga with a good pair of horses. They both drove in it. The tonga ran fast and early in the morning they came to a brooklet. The man took the horses for watering them and he asked Ram Girbua to partake of some eatables. On seeing the beard, moustache and the livery of that person, Ram Girbua suspected him to be a Muslim and was unwilling to take any refreshments from him. But he satisfied Ram Girbua by saying that he was a Hindu, a Kshatriya of Garhwal, and that Nana Sahib had sent these refreshments and there should be no difficulty in its acceptance. Then both of them took the refreshments and started again. They reached Jamner at dawn. Ram Girbua alighted to attend a call of nature and returned within a few minutes, but found that there was no tonga and no driver. He was dumbfounded. Then he went to the neighboring kacheri and on making inquiries learnt that the Mamlatdar was at home. He went to Nana Sahib's house and gave to Nana Sahib Baba's Udi and Arti. At this time, Mainatai's case was in the most serious condition and all were in deep anxiety about her. Nana Sahib called out his wife and asked her to give the Udi mixed with water to their daughter to drink. He thought that Baba's help was most opportune. In a few minutes came the news that the delivery was safe and that the crisis had passed away. When Ram Girbua thanked Nana Sahib for the peon, tonga and the refreshments etc., the latter was greatly surprised as he had sent none to the station and was not aware of any person coming from Shirdi. Mr. B.V. Dev of Thana, retired Mamlatdar, made inquiries about this matter with Bapurao Chandorkar, son of Nana Sahib, and Ram Girbua of Shirdi. and after satisfying himself wrote an elaborate article, part prose and part poetry, in the Shirdi Sai Leela magazine. B.V. Narasimha Swami has also taken down the statements of Mainatai, Bapu Saheb Chandorkar and Ram Girbua, dated 1st June 1936, 16th September 1936 and 1st December 1936 respectively, and published them in his Devotee's Experience Part 3. The following is quoted from Ram Girbua's statement. One day, Baba called me to him and gave me a packet of udi and a copy of Baba's Arati. I had to go to Khandesh at the time. Baba directed me to go to Jamner and told me to deliver the Arati and udi to Nana Saheb Chandorkar at Jamner. I said to Baba that all I had was ₹2 and asked him how that could take me by train from Kopargaon to Jalgaon and next from Jalgaon to Jamner. Baba said, God will give. That was a Friday and I started at once. I reached Mannad at 7:30 p.m. and Jalgaon at 2:45 a.m. At that time, plague regulations were enforced and I had much trouble. I was to discover what I should do to get to Jamner. At about 3 a.m., a peon in boots, turban and equipped with other details of good dress came to me and took me to a tonga and drove me on. On the way, at Bagur, I took refreshments. We reached Jamner early in the morning, and by the time I attended my call of nature, the tonga and its driver had disappeared. Bow to Shri Sai, peace be to all.